This is Good Whispers, and I'm doing something quite different this time. I thought I'd show you me. All my company have left after a big Thanksgiving meal that took me about 2 weeks to make. I have a nice sized house, but a really small oven. And I needed to cook 2 turkeys because one big one wouldn't even fit in that oven. And then there were all the other things I had to make. I haven't spent this much time on a Thanksgiving in years and years. But I thought maybe a few of you were curious about what Good Whispers might look like. And I thought I would make my family and you a little scrapbook of me. I hope you enjoy it. I need to take a sip of wine just a second. Oh, my Korean friend brought me some beautiful red wine. And I already had some white. We had a lot of fun today. And I think everybody really enjoyed the meal a lot. So without further ado, I hope you don't mind, but I am going to put a little music on in the background. This song is called End of the Line, and it was written by our one and our only Spearmint. Spearmint is a fabulous artist, I think. So I'll have this quietly playing in the background for you as I take you on a little journey with my pictures. The first picture is of my mom and dad from long, long ago. And me sitting on Dad's lap. And as time moved on, I had a little sister. So the older looking little girl, that would be me. There I am sitting on the beach. And the beach was one of my favorite places to ever be. At night, the ocean would say, hush, and gently caress the shore and tell my soul, hush. And when I was a little girl, I wrote a poem about the sea. And one of the lines in the poem was, who maketh the waves to move and the tide to come right into my soul. Those little collies were our dogs when I was a young girl. And there's my beautiful grandmother in white. She was in her 60s in that picture. And my aunt and my sister and the little baby on my lap was my cousin. And then you graduate from school and your father gives you a toast. You have a little puppy on your lap when you're about 14 and you wonder about things like marriage and your career, and they want you to burn your bra. But you say, no way, I just got it. Then time goes on, and you do get married, and your grandmother holds your hand, and you're all dressed in beautiful white. That hat, it was very ornate. It had pearls and beads. I made that hat. It's long gone in history. But the one thing I like about pictures is that they keep a little piece of time like my daughter's very first step. She had never walked before, and I was lucky enough to catch it on camera. And then my little baby son, he's got a little attitude. And there's my daughter and my son, and we're at the beach. And then there's both of my sons and my daughter. We always took long walks and climbed a lot of mountains together. We're even taller than the lighthouse, and they're all crouched around me because it's very windy. And then there's my daughter and I in a beautiful picture saying, "Yep, I'm your best friend." I had elegance and music when I was young, and this picture shows that. Also standing in the sunshine at Bucart Gardens. And here's a picture of my young daughter, wondering what her life is going to be like. This is me, Good Whispers, before I danced for over 17,000 people at a Moody Blues concert. And the plane went through the stars and the sky. It was the little plane that took me up to that dance. And I'll never forget it. It was so wonderful and so quiet and beautiful. I was so busy with my company and my employees, I didn't really get to relish that I got to dance like that for them in front of all of those people. And for me, having performed many times on stage, I wouldn't look at people out there in the audience. It would make you break your concentration. But every once in a while, I would look at one. And that night, when I danced for over 17,000 people, the crowd went up, way up. It was like a bowl, the side of a bowl. And they went up, up, up. And then there were bleachers at the top of the bowl. And they went up, up, up. And it was a very starry, windy night. And the one thing I remember is when they all turned their lighters on for an encore performance they wanted. And they looked like they were part of the stars in the sky. I'm so thankful for the time that I've had here. And we never know how much time we have left. Maybe another 50 years. Maybe another 40. Maybe a couple years. Maybe a day. But I embrace life. And I want you to too. Don't try to prove that you're something big. Breathe life and feel big on the inside. Oh, I wish you life. And I wish you love. And I wish you happiness. This is Good Whispers. Wishing you all a beautiful Thanksgiving.